Hello everybody, my name is Emily. I am one of the Master Estheticians here at the Skin Spa at withSimplicity. Today I am here to show you one of our new favorite things. This is going to be our new Gua Sha stone. So Gua Sha is going to be great for overall lymphatic drainage, just to get rid of any stagnant fluids. This is also one of my favorites to help put on my nighttime oil. So if you are a Blue Dew lover, Pro Age, Hydro Glow, any of that, this is gonna be my favorite. So right here, I have some of our Blue Dew, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. It just takes a little bit of oil to do this. So I'm gonna take it, rub it in my hands, apply it all over. Oh, this stuff smells so good. One of the things that I love about our Gua Shas is you can see it has the little ridges here, and these little ridges are actually going to help break up fascia. So their big benefit is it helps decrease puffiness throughout. Most of the times when some of my clients come in, they feel super puffy. The first thing I jump to is lymphatic drainage. One thing I do want to point out is if anybody does struggle with hyper or hypothyroidism, you're going to want to avoid the lymph nodes right in front of the throat, just because that could increase a flare. For this, like I said, I like to start with my collarbone area. So usually I will go ahead and take this from my collarbones and wiggle everything down to my armpits. Once again, I'm starting with each side very lightly, and I'm gonna do each of these passes about 8 times. Blue Dew is on. Now, typically before I do Gua Sha, I like to put a little bit extra on because it soaks in so much better and you just have an extra glide. So for lymphatic drainage, this stone has a couple different things on it to help with certain things. So you guys, I'm sure, have seen these little grooves on a Gua Sha stone before. So we have them on this nice little curved side and then a flat side. So what these little grooves are going to be for is going to help fascia. So any of you that don't know what fascia is, fascia sits right above our muscular system. Fascia is going to help fluids and blood and cellular fluids flow beneath the skin, and sometimes the fascia can get like a bed sheet all twisted up on the bed. And think about it, if your tissues are all twisted up underneath the skin, fluids are not going to drain and flow properly. So with a Gua Sha, with a regular stone, or with these little grooves, it's just going to help better break up those stagnant fluids there. Curved edges here, and I'm going to take it right actually up behind my ear. We have a lot of stagnant fluid behind the ear, so this is one of my favorites to drain to help lift. So you're gonna take it up behind the ear, light pressure, coming down, and then I actually take it past the collarbones. You can stop at the collarbones, it's personal preference. You can do shorter passes, or you can do longer ones like me. So now that we've done from the ear down, I'm going to show you how to do from the chin to the ear. Take this between the grooved edges, this point, and I'm gonna take it under the chin here. Now you don't want it straight like this. You're gonna wanna have it more of at a flat angle. You're really gonna want this as flat as it can be across the skin, not putting any pressure, but just sort of guiding it and dragging it. The stone's heavy enough, I feel like it's gonna produce a lot of the pressure to get that lymph draining. But you're gonna wanna take it under the chin. Once again, flat, make sure it's further back so it's hitting those nodes. And then you're gonna take it up. It's gonna stop about in front of the ear. You're gonna twist it and you're gonna wiggle it down. If you feel swallowing, that just means that the drainage is properly happening. Some people do feel it, some people don't. It just depends on the person. Perfect. So once again, you're gonna wanna stick to each time about 8 to 10 times. Next, now that we've hit the chin to the ear nodes to help drain, we're gonna go from the nose out. I will take the flat little groove side and from the corner of my mouth, lightly, and then I'm just gonna bring it up past my ear with those little wiggles to help everything drain. Now I'm going to switch to the groove side, and once again we have a little lymph node right here, so that is sort of what I'm looking to land on first. A little bit of wiggle and then just dragging out. Now if you are comfortable with this, I always keep my forefingers on front and my thumb on the back. Now when I drag out from the nose, I will twist the stone and bring it down. So now I have shown you guys how to go from the nose out to the ear. Now I will be going from like the nose area under the eye to the temple to help lift that area. I'll go up towards the temple area, and right at the temple you have a crease here where a lot of that fluid's gonna drain. So I really try to emphasize that wiggle to bring it out past the hairline. Once again, 8 times for each. For the forehead, I like to start in the middle here between the eyebrows. Once again, the rounded area is just about a 90-degree angle on the forehead, and you're just gonna slightly take it and wiggle it up past the hairline. And then I usually go right below the eyebrow and then start to wiggle up. And then I work all the way out to the temple area where I had stopped previously under the eye. So once again, 8 times per pass. So now that we have done those 8 passes upwards, I will take my Gua Sha stone, I will switch hands, and I will essentially go back down the way I came up. So I just finished with these passes. Now I will be resuming the ones right below the eye. Once again, 8 times each. Now I will be resuming right underneath the chin. Once again, laying it pretty flat, like 90-degree angle to the skin, and then slowly wiggling out up to the ear and then back down. And then I will just repeat those exact same things on the other side.